enjoyed working in the entertainment industry. I started out with an internship at U.S. Cablevision in Wappinger Falls. My cousin Tyrone got me into communications, and then I did that, and then that got me a job at NBC in New York in network operations.
Wow.
My first job was composite reels for Monday Night Football. I hated that job, but I was so good at it. I got really good at it, and I kept getting promoted and everything. Long story short, NABIT went on strike at NBC, and then I ended up at A&E Network, the Arts and Entertainment Network, which and also was on the launch team for the History Channel. So from the time it was a concept on a piece of paper till it came to fruition. So it was a really good experience, and that afforded me to that my career in television gave me the opportunity to help pay off some of my student loans, not all of them, but some of my loans, but also going back to Mrs. Johnson, the whole time we were there, from the time I was 4 years old to the time I went to college and even graduated, she had never really gone on a vacation, a real vacation. And so I bought her a set of luggage, and I said, we're going on vacation. I wanted to do something special for her, for raising myself and my siblings. And so that was, something. I bought her some luggage and went shopping and bought her clothes. I said, where do you want to go? She said she wanted to go to the Convocation, which is a church event that they have every year. And so, I bought her dresses and hats to match each dress, and just wanted to do something really special for her to, from all of us to say that we really appreciated her.
That was very special. Yes. And you were 22.
Yeah, I was about 22, yes.
Doing well, making some money.
Yeah.
That's great. So
Finally.
you paid back. And that wasn't your only trip with her, right?
No.
You continued treating her, and you both continued visiting her.
She treated all of us. She got my kids so much stuff. I mean, I had trench coats and all kinds of stuff every time. Look what I got you. Look what I got you.
You enjoyed that. Yeah.
Just looking out for my family. Yes. Yep.
Awesome. Okay, now Lisa Marie, you are a pastor now, along with your husband.
Yes, Lawrence.
Now, how did you make that transition? When and how did you decide to be a pastor?
Oh, wow, that's a loaded question. Well, first of all, you don't decide. Pastoring is a calling.
Okay.
I was standing up in my home church, and standing up in my home church at 19 years old, teaching the adult class. I was actually subbing for the superintendent of the Sunday school, Deacon Danny Warren. And he and his wife were going out of town on vacation, and he asked me to take his class for 2 weeks. And he's like, how come I said, why do you want me to take your class? And he was like, because you know all the answers. Every time I ask a question, you know the answers. And so I was standing up, subbing for him, teaching the adult Bible class, and I heard a voice who I know was the voice of the Holy Spirit tell me that you are called to shepherd, to pastor. And I was like, I just kind of went out, I let it go, and then he said it again, and I never thought about it anymore after that.
Okay.
Until there was something that happened that brought it right back to me, just front and center. But I first got the call. I mean, I heard it, and I even felt it in my spirit. I did, because a pastor is a teacher, and it's they lead the sheep, and they nurture them, and they teach them and train them in the things of God. Right. And so I had already been doing that, with the children, with Mother Johnson's children, helping her out, and so I had already had that. That training and that background.
Yes.
But anyway, I was diagnosed with terminal cancer in October of 1994. Well, 4 years before that, Letitia was diagnosed with cancer, with stomach cancer, terminal stomach cancer. And I watched her rise up in faith without any chemo and be completely healed. And so I was like, okay, all right. I'm like, okay, God, you know, you did it for her. I know you can do it for me. But of course it took some things, and she helped me through it, her and her husband. They were having healing school in their home every Wednesday at 12 noon. And she was very instrumental in nurturing me through that situation. Well, long story short, I got healed, totally healed of cancer after attending the healing school in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Rhema Bible Training Center. They have a healing school there under Kenneth Hagin Sr., who was, you know, he's went to be with the Lord now, but he was alive and there, and Doug Jones. And I got healed and came back to Maryland where Letitia was, and I just couldn't see going back to work. I just, you know, going back into the industry after, you know, just being miraculously healed from a terminal disease for which I was given 9 to 18 months to live. That was my prognosis.
And how old were you at this point?
I was 29.
29.
Yes.
And when you were about 25?
No, I wasn't 25. I was. I got married when I was 26, so I was 22.
22.
Yeah, I think it was 22.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's how you ended up in serving the Lord.
Yeah. So we started so when I got healed, Kenneth Hagin Sr. anointed me and said, you know, he said, the Lord told you to go. He said, go home and do healing school. And I'm like, healing school? I don't know how to do healing school. I don't know what that is. I have no idea where to begin.
Right.
But I just kept surrendering and saying yes.
You did. You know where to begin, because we had a whole bunch of terminally ill people that were coming to our home on Wednesdays at 12 noon, and we were praying for them and helping them through, you know, the people that the doctors had given up on.
You're right.
Yes.
But, you know, for me to just, you know, to branch out and do that. And so when I got married, my husband gave me $5,000 and said, here, you know, I want to support whatever God tells you to do. I'm there for you, you know. And he's just been like that from the time we got married till today. So we started a healing school, an official healing school, in May of 1999 with a full staff. Everything. We've been going strong ever since. We just celebrated this past May 20 years of the healing school.
And this is at your house?
Yes.
This is at your house?
Yes.
Okay. Wow.
Yes, we've been doing it for 20 years. And out of the healing school, so many people got healed and were transformed, and they just would not leave us. And so we started having Bible studies, long story short, and that's how the church formed. We started out with house church.
The healer's house.
So you and your husband.
The healer's house.
Oh,
yes.
So now you are serious pastors with your own church.
Yes.
The one thing in particular I would love for everyone to hear about is your summer camp.
Oh, yes.
She was talking about this in the pool, and I was so glued to the story. Please tell us.
Yes. Well, we started out having what is called a Wisdom Well Children's Learning Program. For which, when school is out, instead of the children staying at home, playing video games, eating up all the food and eating the door off the refrigerator, while their parents were working, we had all the children come to the church, and they would just have a whole day of ministry. And so we incorporated field trips. So if they had 2 days off, if they had spring break, winter break, we'd have, they come to the church, or their parents still had to work. So the children would come there, and we would just teach them, train them in the things of God, teach them the books of the Bible, have them memorizing scripture, talking to them about principles of character principles, how to treat people, how to forgive, how to honor your mother and father, what does that look like on a daily basis, just things like that. And so we started, and we called it Wisdom Well, because it's a well of wisdom the children would leave with. We wanted them to leave with a well of wisdom, so we started calling it the Wisdom Well. And so then from there we formed Wisdom Well camps every summer. So we'd have a theme every summer. One summer we had Camp Rafa, and so it's about healing. So what do you do when you get sick and the doctors tell you that there's nothing they can do, or they're not sure?
Healthy.
How do you stay healthy? And that's right, from everything from staying healthy, eating right, nutrition, getting enough rest, exercising, staying away from candies that have red dye number 40, which causes cancer. So we taught them how to read food labels.
Right.
And so then we had another camp, character camp, how to be, your character, building your character, being a person of integrity.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
And then another summer we had Christian to the core, where we're teaching them, like, what does it mean to be a real Christian? A lot of people call themselves Christians, but they're not real Christians, because when things happen, they don't know how to forgive or to love, or they're just as, mean as as a person who doesn't, have God in their heart. It's like, no, you got to do this for real. Right. And so we have to actually teach them, hold their hands and help them through the process of their walk with God.
And how do you do that at the camps?
Oh, wow. Well, we have teachers and sessions, and also Letitia, she comes and she does the music. She teaches them worship, how to have an intimate relationship with God through their worship and devotional time. And she's also taught them a couple of instruments, the
ukulele, recorder.
Yes. And, just teaching them songs and how to have a relationship with God with themselves through prayer and worship.
Yes.
Yes.
And one thing you told me was you hold the kids accountable to what you're teaching them.
Oh, absolutely.
How do you do that?
Absolutely. Well, we keep in touch with them through the year. So every summer when they come to camp, they get a book bag. I mean, a real book bag. We get it from a warehouse company in New York. We go to New York every year, and we buy them in bulk. And so they get a Bible. They get a notebook. They get a devotional. They get a pencil pen pack with markers, highlighters, and so they have devotionals that they go through. We email them homework. We give them assignments.
The days that they don't have school, when they don't have school for, if it's a holiday or whatever, they're at the church, and then they go through those things.
Right. So our next Wisdom Well session is going to be, it's Veterans Day. November the 10th, and so November 11th the schools are closed. The majority of the schools are closed, and so they will be having an all-day session, during when school is out. So they'll be with us and hanging out. And
do you see the results in the children?
Oh yes. Absolutely. We have children who they've matriculated through the Wisdom Well camps and sessions from the time they were 5 years old. We have college students who come home from college, and in the summers they give us a whole week. They serve in the kitchen. They serve in the camp. So we have those who serve as camp counselors, and then we have those who work in who are the lunch ladies, who, we have the girls serving lunch and cleaning up the trays and making sure the picnic tables are washed down, and or making sure that they're chaperoned when we take them on trips and things like that. So they come back.
They also tutor the other students, right?
They do.
That's amazing.
We recently had a girl come back that used to be in the Wisdom Well, come back and give a testimony.
Yes.
And telling what you're getting is really good. It's very valuable.
Yes.
It means a lot. So you need to pay attention and be good listeners, and so that was really helpful.
Yeah. She's a dental hygienist, and so she came back to give a testimony of what Wisdom Well meant to her. She had been in Wisdom Well since she was 6 years old. So
that is great.
It is. It is. It's very rewarding. It is,
So you have basically dedicated yourself to
that's
serving
my life.
God and serving the people
that is my
in
life.
your community. And this is all from your house, right?
So the Healing School, the Wisdom Well. We have a senior ministry in which we invite the seniors to come for encouragement, and we serve them a meal. We spoil them and just love on them, and all out of my home.
Yes. And you have you do church, and you have a big room.
Church
there.
Room. Yes.
Yeah, that is so great.
Yeah, we have 3.5 acres, and we've dedicated it to the Lord, and that's, just to serve people, whether they're seniors or whether they're babies. So
I'm so happy you found your calling, and you found your calling, and you share it with other people. That's what's important, I think.
Yes, it is.
I mean, no man is an island, and once you share your love and your talent and your skills with other people, that's what matters. You still have such a strong bond. How do you keep it going? How do you keep it alive?
Well, we talk a lot.
You talk a lot.
We talk to each other just about every day.
We're best friends.
Yeah,
we
that's
talk
so
to each other
nice.
and we have siblings that don't understand that about us.
Our bond.
They don't understand our bond. It's not something that I can explain to them.
Right. Well, first of all, you're twins.
Yeah.
Twins always have a special bond.
Yeah. We feel each other. Like, if she's going through something, I feel it. When I'm going through something, she feels it. And so we have our own language. We have our own code. And there are things that I can think about, but I wouldn't say it out loud. But I can say it to her,
right?
And she gets it. She understands it. And it's like, but I can't say that to anyone else. Even my husband, even our husbands, there are things that they just don't understand, but we understand each other, And it's just, but they're great though. Both our hubbies they're great guys, but we just have a special bond.
Right. At the pool that day, you told us that it was your anniversary.
Yes.
And you asked your husband if you could bring your sister and her daughter.
Yeah.
Was your husband there too?
No, he wouldn't come. You're trying to get him to come, but he wouldn't come.
Your husband said, "Of course you can bring them. Whatever you want. It's important to you to be with your sister."
Because he knew that would make me happy. So he's just concerned about making me happy. Happy wife, happy life.
Yes.
So really
But
I think he enjoyed their company too. He loved it. He hung more out with her than he hung with me. I hung out with Sheree. She was hanging out. They were going to the store and talking and stuff. The grocery store. They do all the cooking and stuff. I'm like, you guys do that.
Yeah, that's great. And your husband is the same way.
Yes,
he understands. You have a bond.
Actually, my husband schooled her husband. He said, "Look, if you want to have a good marriage, don't get between them two.
Leave them alone, and you'll be good."
It's awesome. So do you have any traditions or intentions that you continue?
There's, we have traditions like for our birthday.
Yes.
Our birthday, everybody around us knows. Don't look for us because we're going to be together.
Yes.
It's like you could celebrate us the day after
or the day before.
The day before or the day after, but that day is going to be just me and her. So we usually go away. We usually go to we'll go to Pennsylvania.
Right, or to the National Harbor or something.
We'll get a room.
Pretty.
We'll go get a massage. We'll stay over. We'll go swimming and all that kind of stuff.
That's so nice.
So
we'll
go shopping.
Yeah,
don't leave that out.
We always do that.
Yes.
Our birthday. Those are traditions that we don't break.
Right.
That's something, I don't care what it is. One day it was for one birthday it was just snowing and we're going anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
We're like,
really
we don't care. We're going.
We gotta go away.
Really
You can snow if it wants to.
Yeah. Aww. That leads me to this question. Can you each tell me what you admire most about your sister? Who wants to start?
I'll start.
Okay.
What I admire most about Lisa Marie is her ability to see, she's a visionary. So when she sees something, I could see how this is not going to work. This is not, you can't do this. I don't know. And she does it. I was like, wow, how do you know, she's definitely a visionary. And so that's what I admire about her the most, that she could take something and make something grand out of it. So that's one of the things that I can say I admire most about her.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, Lisa Marie.
I admire her gift, her creative gift musically. She has this ability to take a melody, you know, and lyrics, and when she puts it together and makes a song, it heals. And I'm like, I'm amazed by it. And her ability, when I watch her teach her children, I have never seen a teacher who has a special bond with her students. They sing her name and her praises, and I do too. I'm her biggest cheerleader. Just watching her, when she comes down to the camps, she will come down on a Monday. On a Wednesday, the children are playing an instrument that they've never held in their hand ever in their lives. And I'm like, how do you do that? How do you do that? And she helps them to fall in love with the instrument. And the way she teaches, the way she engages them, and her methodology is just like, how do you do that? Like, who taught you how to do that? And I know who did, of course, but it's just amazing.
Yes.
And she's also resilient.
Resilient.
Yeah, she's able to. Resilient means to be able to bounce back from a adversity and just really just springboard to a whole new place, you know, than you were before, and even be even more. You know, she has that ability. She just does.
We could do a whole interview on just that. So important.
Absolutely.
Yes. Beautiful. Yes. And what or who are you most grateful for, each of you?
Oh, I would say Miss Mother Retha Johnson. I would say I'm most grateful for her. For her introducing me to the God that I know, love, and serve. The things that she taught me, I don't know if I would be where I am without
I know where you would be.
I know you'd be lost. I would be. But she introduced me to God, to my relationship, and taught me how to have an intimate prayer life. You know, and to, you know, how to get prayers answered. People pray all the time, but they don't get their prayers answered. She taught us how to have a resilient prayer life, how to have a relationship with God, and just how to live, you know, how to live our lives. And I'm most grateful for her. And, you know, to even how to choose a husband, like not choose it because we don't choose, a husband finds us, but what do we look for in a relationship, you know, in a covenant relationship? And so it helped us not to make mistakes and to, you know, to do crazy and stupid. I mean, she really helped us out a lot. I mean, the things that she taught us in
my
life.
husband for an hour before I married him.
Yes,
she said,
she
okay,
did.
you can marry him. He said, let me check him out first.
Oh, that's so special.
Yeah. You didn't have that.
No, because she passed away.
Okay.
Yeah.
When did she pass away?
In March of 1995.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
It's been a while.
Yes. And I got married in July of 98. So.
But she was with you.
Yes, she was.
She'll always be with you.
Yes.
She will carry on, live on. Yes. How about you, Leticia?
Yeah, Mrs. Johnson too. But the most thing that I'm most grateful for is family.
Yes.
Yeah, because it's the most important thing to me is family. Yeah.
So nice.
And she taught us. She put that in us, that it's, it's family. Even though it seemed like when she passed away, it was just like we lost our family because she was our family.
She was the rock.
She was
the glue.
She was.
Right.
And when she left, you kind of saw what was important to other people,
Right.
And
now, do you still keep in touch with your other siblings?
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yes, we
Okay.
do.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
And our foster kids that we grew up with as well. I'm friends with them on Facebook. There was a girl that I named. She was a little baby.
Yes.
I gave her name, and she's a nurse now. Siobhan. Yeah.
So nice.
So, yeah.
Great relationships. All right, ladies, I have some quick fun questions.
Okay.
You need to raise your hand if you are the one. Who sleeps more?
She always taking a nap.
I have to take a nap. You take naps, you live longer.
Okay. Who's a better driver?
I am.
Okay. Who keeps a cleaner house?
We both
We
do.
do.
You both do. Okay. Who is more likely to forget where she parked her car? Okay. I'm in that category too. Okay. Who is more likely to go bungee jumping?
Me.
Okay.
I
That's
wouldn't
great.
go bungee jumping.
Okay.
I would.
And
Although I did.
one other random question. Is there a song that you both love to sing together?
Yeah.
Yes.
Which one?
King of Glory.
Yeah,
King of Glory.
And
Okay. That's the
Oh,
main
we
one.
have a lot. We have a lot.
Yes.
Yes.
Nice. That's
Yeah.
nice. You sing loudly in the car.
Yes,
Yes,
we
we
do.
do.
Yeah, we do everything loud in the car. In the car, we're loud about everything.
Okay, if Mrs. Johnson could look at both of you today, what do you think she would say
Oh my
about
gosh.
each of you at this stage in your life?
she would be astonished. She would be so proud of us. She really would. She would be so proud of what we become and what we are, we continue to evolve, but she would just be so proud of us because she would look at us and see
The fruit
that,
of her labor.
Yes, she would
She would
definitely
see
see
the-
all the things that she
Yes.
taught us. And
Yes.
because I would show her everything from my dish cabinet, from my pantry, everything. Everything is so much like her.
Right.
Her own children, when they tell me that I remind them so much of their mother.
I would say the same. I would say the same. I believe in our congregation, everybody says, I feel like I know Mrs. Johnson because, because of the things that I talk about and I've taught them. I've taught our congregation the things that she's instilled in us, and even about, children growing up and, just things that she just wouldn't allow us to do. And, she wouldn't allow us to speak negatively about our biological parents. She goes, nope, not in my house. You're not going to be speaking. No, you're going to honor your mother and father. I don't care if you are hurting. That's not, things like that.
Right.
She would, and, just taught us to be given to hospitality, to keep your home in an order where you can bring anybody in your home at any time. You can love on them.
Yes.
There are certain towels and linens that you put aside just for guests. They're not for you to use. Things like that. Yes. Yes.
I wish I would have known her. What a remarkable woman.
She was.
And that just shows how
Yes.
everything we do as individuals, either small or big, like Mrs. Johnson, it makes an impact on other people.
It really does.
And you might not realize it at the time, but your kindness, your support, your efforts They stay with people for a long time. So nice. Okay, and finally, can you each say something nice or true about yourself?
I am fearless.
Fearless.
Yes. I'm not afraid to try new things. Matter of fact, I welcome them. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. That's definitely true.
Where do you think that comes from?
My experiences in the past.
Yes.
And just watching other people hold back and not experience those things like I told my husband, bok, 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 because he didn't go, whitewater rafting with us this summer. And he was like, you did that? I was like, yeah. It's just being fearless.
What do you tell yourself? How did you get yourself to the point to go whitewater rafting? Or was there no question?
I was not afraid. I just wasn't afraid. I mean, if other people can do it, I can do it, you know. Okay. I just was, I don't know, that was one thing that I had to say to myself or say about me would be.
You're fearless.
Fearless, yes.
Awesome.
I am a fixer. I can fix things, you know. I don't know, it just...
And your
make
sister
things
already
better.
Vouched for that.
To make things better, you know.
Yes.
I don't know. I don't even know how I do it. But I enjoy it. I love making things better, you know. People's lives better. I like to see them go from defeat to victory. You know, I thrive off of it. Just watching people develop and grow and matriculate through life and see where they came from and tell them to turn around and look where you came from and see that, there you go, you know, and just hard things. Just I'm not afraid to tackle just hard things in life. It's just seems easy to me. I don't know how to describe how I feel about just difficulties. The strength of the Lord and His wisdom, you know, helps me, and then I can help others, you know. And I believe that's what I'm called to do. Yeah.
It's wonderful. Well, thank you so much for joining us today and watching Just Us Grown-Up Girls. We have two real remarkable grown-up girls here, and I'm sure we can all apply some of the lessons that we learned today to our own lives. So thank you. Thank you, Lisa Marie and Letitia.
Thank you for having us.
Yes. Thank you for having me. Hey, thanks for watching. Hope you learned a few things from this special guest. Remember, we all have gifts to use and share. My purpose is to invite you to take some action on the ideas and inspiration of each woman to make a difference in your own life and on those around you. Please like the Facebook page and subscribe and ring the bell on YouTube. I know it's so annoying to find that darn password, but then you'll get a whole catalog of the Just Us Grown-Up Girls interviews. Thank you, and I truly appreciate you.